Well, it's the end of the day, and one of the things that I like to do at the end of the day is sit here on our back patio, look out over the pond, and drink. And actually, I have found a I don't know if you can see that or not. I know I'm kind of shaded. I know my face is very shaded, but it's hot. I'm kind of guarding myself from the sun falling here. But what I was going to tell you is we have found a little drink that we enjoy. It's Bud Light Lime-A-Rita. It's like a margarita in a can. These little things are delicious. I highly recommend that you try them. And these are 8% alcohol. So that little can right there, Bud Light Lime-A-Rita, 8% alcohol. And these little things are delicious. I highly recommend that you try them. But we like to, me and wifey, and you know, wifey's not here right yet, and I'm missing my wifey. She had to work late. And she does a lot of after hours type work. And today she's actually shooting video. Her company is giving some presentation and they're awarding a big check to the hospice organization in one of our local counties, and she's out shooting video for that. So she does a lot of that kind of work, and she's gone, and so I'm sitting here missing my wifey, drinking a little bit, reflecting back on the day that was. Hey, today the Supreme Court made their decision on Obamacare, and they basically have deemed it legal that the government can they can do anything they want to the American citizenry now and call it a tax. One man, John Roberts, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, could have changed America, but he chose to make the decision he did. And you know, I'm probably not going to get real political in a lot of my video blogging. It's just not worth it to me. You know, politics can be stressful. There's really not a lot we can do about it. All we can do is make our choices on election day and hope for the best, hope that we have elected the right people to office. But I'm gonna probably stay away from politics on this YouTube channel. I just can't see where there's a lot of benefit. And you know, I think one way, you may think another way, so the way we think may not match up. So why should I alienate 50% of my possible audience, my possible YouTube audience, over politics? You know, it just pisses me off when people like, when celebrities and rock stars, when they come out with their political statements and they do their fundraisers and tell me and others how to vote, and they use their celebrity and they use it to, they literally could use their celebrity to sway an election one way or the other. Personally, I don't think that's right. You know, a lot of celebrities, if you do a little bit of history, a lot of those people, you know, they don't even have high school diplomas. However, they were extremely talented as an actor in music or whatever. And a lot of people out there, they were literally take what celebrities say as the gospel truth. So I don't think it's fair to sway people one way or the other. But anyway, I'm not going to talk politics. I don't think, unless I just get so upset and that I feel like I'm about to explode and I got to say something. I'd rather just sit here, talk about other stuff, drink my, look at there, it's in the light. I don't know if you can see that okay. Drink my little teeny, and they're small cans actually, they're only 8-ounce cans. You know, I got buddies like Alan Hain, who could take one swallow and that thing would be gone. Any of y'all do online banking? You know, I think online banking is the bomb. You don't have to mail anything. Set up your payments. It automatically sends it out. So today, my wife has 2 envelopes for me. She says, I forgot to pay these 2 bills. I need you to go pay these bills. She's our savior. She's our family savior when it comes to our finances and our bills. She handles all of that. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm horrible with money. I just like to spend it. But she's the disciplinarian. So she doesn't like to pay anything late. So she said, you got to go pay these 2 bills today. So I have to, first of all, I have to go find out where to pay the bills. So I go to this one of them was a water bill. So I find the city building, it has a drive-through, and I go through and I pay the bill. Actually, I thought both bills. So I drop both of them in the tube, send it in. The lady says, sir, one of these is for the county. You'll have to go to the county building. I ask her where that is. I mean, we've got a lot of county buildings. I don't know where to pay the damn bill. So I take that bill and I drive over and I'm trying to figure out where to pay. There's no drive-through, there's nothing, there's no parking. So I go to the post office. There's one clerk in the post office. I said, you know, I'm not going to deal with trying to pay this bill, walk in and hand it to some clerk. I'm just going to mail it. Hell, it's going to our same town anyway. It should be there by tomorrow. So I go into the post office. There's one clerk and there's like 3 people in front of me. And this one lady has this giant box she's mailing, literally like a box you would find that has a Christmas tree in it at Walmart. So I just want a stamp. So the little clerk, little gay looking dude, I mean, he's acting really gay. You know, he was talking to her and then he says, well, do you need some stamps? After she had mailed this humongous box, and he points to a poster. And the poster's got Toy Story shit all over it, and it's got all kind of cartoon stuff. And the lady is sitting there trying to determine what kind of stamps she wants to buy. And she finally decides that she wants to buy Nemo stamps. You know, I'm 2 people back. I'm about to come unglued. I just want a stamp so I can leave. And this little old lady is finally determining that she needs Nemo stamps to send to whoever because she thinks they like them. But anyway, yeah, I bought a book of stamps. I think they had the flag on them. I didn't really care. I just said, give me a book of stamps. One of the things that I like to do out here in the evenings is, it's pretty hot right now. Sometimes if it's too hot, I won't come out here. But a lot of times I just like to sit out here, have a drink, and just surf the net. And a lot of times I'll sit out here and just watch YouTube videos, have an adult beverage, and just relax. Me and wifey will sit out here and look at the pond in the evening. The sun's going down. It's very pretty. A lot of reflections, as you can see behind me. The sun and the trees and the reflections on the water is really beautiful. It's kind of like a postcard. It's been a rough week at the pond, that's for sure, with the fish kill. I have no idea if I have any fish left. I've got a sprinkler system set up. I'm watching it off of our well, and around the other side of the house I have a do-it-yourself pond aerator that I set up. We're just hoping for the best right now. I was sitting here looking at YouTube just now, and one of my friends just uploaded, it says 21 minutes ago. One of the things about YouTube that I tell people that I know who own small businesses is, you know, it's a smart thing to be on YouTube. I've got a friend down at Coastal North Carolina. He's a roofer, and he's been on YouTube for years and years. And back in 2006, 7, and 8, I was down at the coast developing real estate, and we hit upon some hard times with the economy going south. And my roofer friend, his name is Drew, and you can do a search on YouTube for Drew's Roofing, and you'll find him. But Drew, he was a smart guy. He is a smart guy, and he was extremely smart back then, because what he was doing is he was posting tons of videos on YouTube, and he was capturing all kind of searches in the area where I lived and was doing business in Coastal Carolina for all type of home improvement, roofing, anything that you can associate with all of the counties, the cities, the townships. You couldn't do a search on Google without finding his videos. And when all of us were suffering and people were going out of business, Drew had more work than you can imagine. And I used to ask him about it, and it was because of his YouTube videos. You know, his videos were showing up in the universal search. People would write, say, they would type into the Google, roofer in Oak Island, North Carolina. Well, guess what? All of Drew's videos were showing up. And Drew carried his flip camera everywhere he went. He posted his videos. He was on every search you can imagine. And as a result, when so many people were going out of business and so many people were going under and suffering, Drew was just absolutely rolling. And I know that Drew subscribes to my channel, and he'll probably see this video, but I'm gonna tell you, this guy was literally, he was before his time as far as how to market his business properly and market it with video and YouTube. So if you're a small business out there, take a lesson from Drew, the roofer. Take your camera with you everywhere you go. If you're on whatever job you're on, shoot video. I don't care if it's 60 seconds. Shoot video, post it to YouTube. Tag it properly, title it properly. You know, put zip codes, things like that in there. And if you'll do that and you'll be consistent over time, YouTube will certainly drive business to you. And fortunately, things aren't as bad right now as they were back in 2007, 2008, and 2009. Hopefully they won't get that bad again. But you know, if you've done some of those things to market your small business with video like Drew did, you know, there's a good chance that you can ride out rough periods of your business. So that's something I would definitely recommend. And I'm getting ready. I'm gonna watch his video here that he just posted of a new roofing job.
Did you just call to somebody that was here?
Huh?
Who was here?
What do you mean?
Some guy pulled out of our driveway as I was pulling in.
Really? I've been back here. I didn't know it.
I don't know who it was.
I don't have a
So I
clue.
figured you was back here telling somebody.
No, I didn't know.
Waved at me and then he kept going. He can't turn back around and come back in or nothing. Gotta get that thing at the end of the driveway.
Didn't know anybody was here. What you got?
Yeah, I don't know who it was. Back home, he's rang the doorbell. But see, he saw me come in. I've had to stop for him to pull out.
What kind of car was he in?
In a kind of a Honda, gray Honda.
A gray Honda.
Gray Honda. And I thought, well, maybe it's that. But see, I couldn't tell. I couldn't see his face with it. I thought about that guy that wants to have the family picture, but I couldn't see his face. And
Well, he doesn't have a gray Honda.
this guy had a gray Honda.
You may have heard, but that was wifey. She just got home. I'm sitting here on the back patio, and she said somebody was just here and pulled out of our driveway, waved at her, and kept going. I don't have any clue who it was. If he rang the front doorbell, I couldn't hear it. So I don't know who he was, what he wanted. Wifey tends to get upset over stuff like that, and I do too. I really need to hook up some kind of a doorbell alarm or some type of signal that'll alert us when people come down our driveway. We get a lot of people that randomly stop here. They're either Jehovah's Witness or people stop and they ask if they can fish in the pond. I have trespassing signs set up, but they ignore them. So, you know, I have no idea who these people are, and a lot of times when these strangers come to my house, they drive down my driveway, you know, they come to my door. I usually just go put my Glock in my back pocket and go answer the door to see who they are, what they want. You never know if somebody has bad intentions or not. So I've even been in the backyard and total strangers walk around, totally rude, totally stupid, to my backyard to see if somebody's here. Now that doesn't set well with me at all, but it happens. You got to deal with it. So we're actually thinking about on the driveway putting some type of electronic fence with a remote that we can just pull up to, hit a remote, and it opens and shuts after we leave, to keep people that we don't have any idea who they are, to keep them from coming down here on our property. So somebody was probably at my front door just now ringing the doorbell. I'm sitting back here with a video camera on the laptop, drinking a lime Arita, and I don't have any idea who it was. Wifey's a little upset at stuff like that, and I don't blame her. She did bring me some kind of snack from wherever she was. I don't even know what this is, but it is tasty. Pretty darn good. Delicious, delicious, delicious.